everyone, it's Robyn. I have a project to share with you. It's a 12 by 12 layout that I did as part of a UStream that Natasha, who's Anastasia here on YouTube, she did today for just a challenge for herself, and she invited those of us that could go over and watch her and perhaps even play along to do so. So she did an 8 by 8 layout, but I decided to go ahead and do a 12 by 12 layout. That's the size that I prefer, you know, and I do in my albums. So that's what I did, and this is of my daughter. She's going to be 16 in just a couple weeks. I can't believe it. This picture was taken in Ireland, one of the last days that we were there before coming back to the States for the summer. So let me go ahead and share with you the papers that I used and some of the things that I've done on here. I'm just going to set it right here. I know you're not going to be able to get the whole thing in view, so anyway, the paper collection, this one here is this one. Sorry for my new angle, and I'm a bit awkward with it, so I'm going to seem a little distracted, so I apologize in advance for that. But this paper is Fancy Pants, and it's from there. I kept the little tab that I cut off so I'd remember to tell you. It's Wishful Thinking, and this one's called Sprinkles, and it's probably because I think this is probably the front of the paper, and it's got the little distressed polka dots, but I really love it. I think it's just really pretty. And then this banner paper up here is from the same collection, and it's just called Banner, and this is what the back of that looks like. Super pretty. And then you won't see them just yet, but just so I show you all the papers and don't forget, inside the craft envelope I used a couple of these, and this, again, from the same collection. This is just the cards. So I love this paper collection. Just the colors just are right up my alley. I just think it's so pretty. And then I die cut the Precious Daughter using my Cricut Expression 2, and the Precious was cut from the Once Upon a Princess cartridge, and I used the Precious as well as the layer, so Shift and Base Shadow, on page 59, and I cut that out, both of them at 2.5 inches. And then the word Daughter came from the Heritage cartridge, and that's what this looks like. And what I used is found on page 54, and I just used the word Daughters here, and I just cut off the S, and I cut that out at 3/4 of an inch, or 0.75 on your Cricut. So, and then let me see, this craft envelope, most of you are familiar with that. That just comes in a pack like this. Maya Road, the scalloped, the wavy scallop. And then I don't know if you can see. I think you can. I have a glare, so it's hard to tell sometimes. But this is just a stamp from, let me see here. It's from the new Bo Bunny, etc. And it's really, I love this paper collection. I was watching Jill, who stamped Pyra's video like a week and a half ago, and she was sharing her haul, and right after her video I went out and placed an order. So thanks, Jill, you big enabler. I appreciate it, but I love it. And then I stamped that in crumb cake by Stampin' Up! The ink. Behind the picture, I popped this up on dimensionals. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is just DCWV paper from their Jewel collection that I, did this and then matted the photo on. And then this is just a 7 Gypsies card, and I've just stamped a journaling stamp on that, and that is from this stamp, which is, you can tell it's a good size. I'd say 4¼ inches by 3.5, just guessing, and that's by Stampabilities. And it does not have a name on, oh, journaling block. That's, I don't know if I'm getting a, no, it's not showing, sorry. It's just called Journaling Block by Stampabilities. And I stamped my journaling, and the one that you can see here that I just showed you, and then another one, using Cherry Cobbler Stampin' Up! Ink. This is just a flourish from my stash, and then inside here, now I layered my flowers. These are all from Wild Orchid Crafts, as is the Guy Pure Lace, but I layered my flowers so that it wouldn't hinder the envelope from opening. And then I just tucked one of the, I told you that I used some of the cards from the paper collection here, and that was just, it came on the sheet like this. Just folded it in half and rounded the corners, and then have a journaling block inside there. So I decided to wait and to do my journaling after I filmed the video because I'm a chicken. Yeah, that's true. Okay, and then all these flowers are from Wild Orchid Crafts. I'll just go over it real quick, but I'll have the links to what they actually are down below. These are 40 millimeter trellis roses, and I sprayed everything, all the flowers, with Perfect Pearl Mist in the color Perfect Pearl. I think I actually also used a little bit of Heirloom Gold. So yeah, I'm seeing that. I wasn't sure if I did. I was thinking about it, but okay. And then these are carnations. Natasha had designed those. And then these are 10 millimeter open roses, and these two are 15 millimeter open roses. And this is just a wild rose. So, and then I used some self-adhesive pearls, and those they're 5 millimeter. They come like this in packs of 60. I love it that they're self-adhesive because I just would make a mess with glossy accent. I have plenty of times. So anyway, that is my 12 by 12 layout to go along with Natasha's challenge. And I hope you've enjoyed seeing it. If you have any questions, let me know. And then the product information will be listed down below the video. Hope you're having a great day. Bye-bye.